talks to me. Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
This one could work for another season.
Hells, not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. The place is crawling with watchers. The Duke's safer than a snail in a steel shell. Special occasion. Worms...
Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation...
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Gortash has got all the protection he needs. A cultist makes so much as a peep, the watch will turn them to... Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Gortash has got all the protection he needs. A cult...
Can't afford to stay idle.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Nah. The place is crawling with watchers. The Duke's safer than a snail in a steel shell. Good try, but no.
Well, hello.
How about we settle on the Gondian?
No entry today. Special occasion. Ah, yes, the Orphans Fund. You can pay me directly. I'll make sure to pass your gold to the...
You want past?
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, Steel Watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
The Steelwatch Foundry is off-limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit...
Not sure. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city. Currently being inducted, you will keep your distance, Steelwatch.
Let's make tracks before this...
To meet my mother and father.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Ready and willing. Where am I needed?
is work to do.
Where am I needed?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. I'll shove your book somewhere vile and dark if you don't stop wasting my time. You having a laugh, devil boy? The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Special occasion. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to...
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset.
Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Excellent.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch?
Yes, darling, it's very...
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Well,
Yes, but
we're
they were
shopping for a
Gortash's
suit.
idea, which makes
Dinner
them
with my parents, remember?
There's food shortages, rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
If it'll make you feel better, then fine. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that television.
Something over there.
we're warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here.
I found so many victims for cousin.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Don't touch me.
Bloomin' hell, have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Faerûn, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. Oi! That's not right at all. The bridge guard chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said.
Do you think the Master plans to expand his territory?
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom,
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he...
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do... Worst of all, they don't know their fates or it. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. I knew I could count on you. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. It'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. Let's crack it open.
Been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You banged your head recently. Didn't you spot 'em by the gate? Big metal bastards, even bigger swords. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Stealing has caught someone's attention. What will you do? Your words have only made things worse.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You've convinced them, for now, but transgress again.
Librarian does this thing with a whip.
Don't mind it.
The shapeshifter's key fit perfectly. Now, what's inside? There, by the bed.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden.
Pretty little thing. Identical to the one I took from the shapeshifter in the temple tunnels.
Mate,
it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where your honor falls and...
If you have gold, we have everything you.
not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Oh, thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to... Now get out from... That was the finest strudel I've made, and they just ate it off each other's asses.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Oh, you're one of those types. Rude as you are sneaky. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Don't know about that, chum. Who could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold? No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. Have a look. All set, are you?
Do you think we've done something?
Honest, Shuresh is correct.
I'm here. I won't let...
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
15 loaves it is.
Rivington next. They might have something we've forgotten.
Apple a day keeps the absolute away.
I'll know it when I see it.
This is safe to take.
We are not in trouble.
I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night's... I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
the lips the tongue. Us needs
I got it. I got it. No, thanks.
Of course. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
An apple a day keeps the assholes away.
Sharessa's caress isn't
10 loaves of bread. Are you sure?
Potato calms down. He has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a shirt.
Love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
No entry today. Special occasion. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Let the man breathe. That watch is flying.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash. We shouldn't have.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Inside.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Really look at you. I don't like it.
You're not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and the best behaviour around here. Understood?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the...
What? Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Gods, I hope they haven't put up the prices again. That ferry's my last chance out of here. Bakshi's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare.
How do you know about that? Did those crooks down the dock send you? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. Not by boat. It's the army marching towards us that makes things dangerous. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home. This area isn't open. You shouldn't be in here.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could...
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bruff's babbling, no time.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my beat up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerûn as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Then let it be writ by the Black Hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun.
This isn't going to end well. Mark my words.
I understand your concerns, my old friend. But allow me to demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it. Ravenguard's good as dead. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there? My, aren't we eager? Let's meet Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
I've got aches and bones I didn't know I had.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares. Greeting. You have come far, I perceive. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
What's next?
I've got a long road ahead.
What's the story?
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
No, it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Your soul is in good hands.
My turn. Say bye-bye. I've got it.
Be worth a look.
This headstone has been vandalized, altered to read, "Rotten."
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you. Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like Stone Shite. Mate, if I had a coin, I wouldn't have been robbing him in the first place, now would I? The stiff below has some doodads. Normally I'd say finders keepers, but I'll generously leave him to you as a thanks.
My mum's down. I put a candle in the box with her.
My Agnes shall be dancing in the market. Flowers in her hair. Not here. Not like this. I hope the Grand Duke strings up whoever did this to her.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet. Freshly would sell like some flowers. They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days. I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. Of course. Come back any time. You won't find...
Keep your distance.
Grief is hard. Let flowers say... Would sell like some flowers. They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband. Of course. Come back any time. Flowers, every color of the rainbow, right here. Oh, I get it. You're scared.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop
with glee.
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
A most excellent decision. Coin and...
I wonder what the next move is.
Soldier.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Trust no one.
Your esteemedness return. A most excellent decision. Coin and...
should arrest you all for gross negligence.
My faith protects me.
Making me sweat.
What now?
Can't give up now.
Will the wheel of wonders stop you worthy? Come, see.
Oh, dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up. my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours. Tremendous! Stony, darling, let us put this towards our getaway in the Moonshay Isles. I'll have your statue shipped to your camp. You shall love it. We guarantee it. Ah, the adventurer. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing. Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
Never a dull moment.